Welcome to Akihabara. My name is Koiru. I will be your guide for today's bike taxi tour. I'd like to introduce the attraction of Akihabara through fine food restaurants in this town, while you enjoy the real view around you. Imagine the table squares in front of you and VR video. Before starting the tour, let me share some rules of this tour. First, place this at your safety. Second, you can take pictures during the tour. However, please don't take any pictures of passengers as well as girls in mind custom handing out fire on the street decree. Third, please refrain from posting pictures on SNS if you can see the faces of passengers and girls clear on them. At one place during the tour, you will get off the taxi and wear VR headset to enjoy 360-degree VR video. Now, let's start Akihabara tour. What image do you have of Akihabara? This town is well known to be an electric town or mixture of a subculture. However, Akihabara is also a Grammy town where a lot of fine food restaurants of wide variety are getting. In 2000s, Akihabara became a tourist city which gathered attention from all over the world as a mecca of otaku culture or subculture. Famous for many manga or anime or animation films and video games. At the same time, the town functions as a country of IT ideas, and many visitors came in. As the number of visitors and workers in Akihabara's rapidly increased, the number of the restaurants aimed at also increased in a short period. Actually, there was Kanda vegetable and fruit market, the biggest vegetable and fruit market in Japan, in front of present JR Akihabara Station from 1928 to 1989. Fresh vegetables and fruits from throughout Japan were on the market for about 60 years. Some restaurants loved by the market workers from that time still keep their business going and make the variety of restaurants in this town richer and more interesting. This tour recommended 10 restaurants in Akihabara that are carefully selected by an Akihabara interested. First, the taxi has 4 side streets lined with small shops near GR Akihabara Station. While running, let me tell you briefly how Akihabara has come to be called a mansion of otaku or a mansion of a subculture. Until 40 years ago, Akihabara was a leading town of town electrical application in the world. Many electrical application stores gathered and sold the latest models of television, refrigerator, air conditioner, and audio products, and many people came to the town to buy those products. Also, foreign people who came to Japan for seeing for business visited Akihabara to buy made-in-Japan brand goods of high quality and inexpensive. That made good service, thus Akihabara flourished more and more. Then stores dealt with personal computer and device became the main street of the town, and Akihabara became Pasco of personal computer town that created by PC lovers. Many of PC lovers also loved manga or comics, anime or animated film and video game. However, for children these days, manga, anime, video games do not mean subculture anymore but main country, a part of their ordinary life. For them, Akihabara may be more special place because a girl of otaku in the future. You will see the letter ATRE1 Ultra 1 on the building just in front of you. It is a station building opened in 2012. This improvement of the image of Akihabara Station is a lot so that famous visitors with comfortable event covered with animation are often held there. Step on here and you will realize now you are in Akihabara. On the left-hand side is Akihabara Radio Kaiga, the most well-known landmark in Akihabara with big yellow sign. If you took a look at the shops inside, you can tell what are now in Akihabara. This is a very bright phase of PC in Japan, where NEC sold the first microcomputer kit named TK-80 in 1976. Look at your right side. Inside of the building is Parts Market, the owner of Akihabara Electric Town. There is no other place in the world where electric parts and device shops come rotation like this. Everybody enjoys making things by hand that contribute to the electric development of Japan. You see a lot of duty-free shop buildings around the station. In front of you is Chiyo or Central Street. This is the main street of Akihabara with the very image of a maker of otaku. Some visitors come to Akihabara to just take pictures of the street and get station. Now coming into view in traveling direction is Bansebashi Bridge over Kanda River. Behind the bridge, can you see red brick architecture? That is the electric railway of Chiyo Line. Once there was Bansebashi Station there, being a terminal station where passengers changed to trains or trams. The city was always filled with many people. The old red brick arch and stairs add attraction to the factory, where shops and crafts of textile around your country. Now Bansebashi Station was referred as a shopping factory named Manchukudo and opened it in 2013. look at in front of you, you can see only vertical soap line. The elevated review of the soap line was expanded from Ryokoku to Ochanomizu in 1932. Its height is the same level with the three stores building, far higher than the Yamanote line, another elevated railway. People came all the way to have a look over them. There is a beautiful arch-shaped Hatagocho viaduct nearby. You can see that later. Now, Onoden is on your left side. This is a duty-free store. Later, you will enjoy visitors return expensive at this store. The taxi is going toward the back street. Now let me introduce the first restaurant of Akihabara food lovers' recommendation. This is a Torio Keisuke, a ramen noodle shop. Do you like ramen? Japanese ramen, first introduced from China, invaluable in unique within Japan. Now ramen is loved and well known as one of representative cuisines in Japan by many people in the world. There are so many different tastes of ramen with different soup such as salt, soy sauce, and miso paste base, as well as different thick of noodle. Different ramen shops offer different ramen and you will be attracted by the diversity and deep world of ramen. Among many ramen shops in Akihabara, this Torio Keisuke is very exclusive and offers the one and only ramen. The menu to boast about of this shop is a bowl of ramen topped with toasted chicken leg. The appearance of the menu is full of impact and sauce bacteria, so your boast should be exact. The creamy soup with rich chicken broth is so tasty. Other menus are also popular. For example, ramen with simple soy sauce, best soup made of fish and chicken broth, and tsukemen ramen noodle services period with very rich sauce. Try any menu of this shop and you will never forget this new ramen shop. Now on your right side is the elevated review of the soap line. And the red background video is in front of you. Those architecture was built in more than 100 years ago. When the first Banseba station was built in 1912, or the Chobu line was extended to Tokyo Station in 1990. Next, let me introduce the called Idol Control in Akihabara, on the 7th floor of Basila building with a red sign board up a hand of your right on the other side of the street. PRMS area is located. There you can see the performance of period idols groups such as Kamen Joshi or Mask Girls. Speaking of idol group, the most famous one in Akihabara is AKB48. For the past dozen years or so, Akihabara is a town where not only items but also idols are produced. The way interesting fans chip up their idols with shots of performance became well known and popular. Otagi, as those fans are called idol otaku. We will see enjoy at Onoden, where we passed by the Chiyo Street. Onoden's duty-free store and electric steel store. Onoden is not only in products made in foreign countries but also from Japan. For example, Japanese traditional corrective station is on the ground floor that introduced the Japanese handwork of high quality. No other shops collect or display many Japanese tradition cars of high quality as well as wide consideration at one scale like Onoden. The second and third floor are home appliances section. The fourth floor is pop computer station where all shops deal in pop computer that represent today's Akihabara. I hope now you feel hungry. Here, please enjoy VR video of 3 restaurants you will pass by later. With VR headset, you can enjoy 360 degrees image as you move your head and eyes in different directions. Please enjoy experiencing the virtual visit to the restaurants. It will be spectacular. How was your VR experience, and how did you like the three restaurants appeared in the VR video? I will give you more detailed explanation of each restaurant when you pass by them later. The taxi is going toward the back street. Girls in customer front often hand out flyers on the street. Please refrain from taking direct photos of them and avoid posting any photos on SNS if you can see the faces of passengers or those girls clearly. The next Akihabara food lovers recommendation is Akatsuka. What is your impression of the appearance? It looks as if time stopped here for decades, doesn't it? There is such a restaurant with long history in Akihabara town. Akatsuka opened it in 1954 when Japanese people worked hard to rebuild the country after the Second World War. More than 60 years since then, Akatsuka has been loved by local people and watched the change of town. The wooden table and control of the restaurant has warm atmosphere and remind you of good old Japan. Popular menus include meat-taste stew of chicken, skin, and liver, cuisine of fresh fish in season from Toyosu Fish Market. Don't you think it's the best joy to enjoy beautiful and aesthetic Japanese cuisine? Appears the Japanese changing seasons with chic. Nowadays, the restaurant has more young ladies and foreign guests in addition to long-time regular guests and workers of the neighborhood. Please feel the history of Akihabara and Japanese culture at Akatsuka. There is Kotobukiya, one of the top finger and pasta mold makers in Japan, or Super Potato, a well-known retro video game shop in and out of Japan. There are many interesting shops on the back street. The street in front of you is Kandamyojin Shita Street. Can you see a building across the road with cute pink ribbon and a heart-shaped object? That is the market of At-Home Cafe, a well-known and popular maid cafe near Akihabara. Welcomed by my son, you enjoy the extraordinary world, forgetting your ordinary life. Quite similar to Japanese traditional ozashiki asobi culture in which you are entertained by Michael-san. The taxi takes Chuo Street, the main street in Akihabara, to get to the next restaurant. Self-map Akihabara computer and the design store on your left side has esports studio on the second floor. The Jewel Street turns into a processional program on every Sunday. Many people enjoy walking on the car-free street. In autumn, the leaves of roadside ginkgo trees turn bright yellow and look very beautiful. By the way, one of the reasons why ginkgo is often chosen as reduced tree is because it is sheltered against fire, as its trunk and leaves keep a lot of water. Those roadside ginkgo trees block strong sun of summer season, and both current direct and improvisation the wind and moreover protect from fire. Now let me introduce another Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The third one is Akihabara Nagomi-do, a cafe located on the basement floor of the building on the opposite corner. It appeared in the VR video. Instagram is also popular in Japan with more than 33 million users, and once the Japanese word Instagram means internet, or perfect photos for interacting words in fashion. This Akihabara Nagomi-do is interesting cafe and being talked about a lot. The concept of the cafe is taste of Daisho area from 1912 to 1926, when European culture was introduced into Japanese lifestyle. Old books and attractive creativity. A nice space with next day taste, and anyone can't help taking pictures. This cafe is also unique as it offers about one comic books that guests can read as they like. There are private rooms beside the cafe area, and you can enjoy relaxing time reading manga. Not only that, showrooms, renting notes pieces, as well as barter transfer are available. Because of this good service, quite a few people work from Nagomi-do. By the way, a Japanese word Nagomi used in the name of the cafe means feeling of calm and relaxing. If you visit Akihabara Nagomi-do, the cafe should relax your heart. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The fourth restaurant is Gyusha. It is on your right hand side, the opposite side of the road. If you ask the Japanese people which food do you like most, a crazy always among the top is hamburger. Hamburger original came from overseas and evolved in unique ways in Japan. Just like ramen noodle, today hamburger is popular food and loved by people of a wide age group. Hamburger in Japan is so soft that many foreign guests own and hug just after having a bite. Popular for good hamburger restaurant in Akihabara is this Gyusha. Hamburger made of 100% beef, including famous Wagyu, is very juicy and has a delicate and soft feel in the mouth. Take one bite, and the meat flavors beat your mouth. Please make a choice among 5 different sauces, such as pepper or garlic. Another popular menu here is curry and rice topped with the popular hamburger. Curry is so savory and has plenty of beef meat and single steeped in red wine, and is talked about a lot. Below all what, the restaurant offers a big side hamburger as heavy as 1 kilo. 1 kilogram. Why don't you try the heavy hamburger to make an unforgettable meal in Akihabara? Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The fifth restaurant is Bengaluru. The previous restaurant Gyusha has a Korean menu, and Bengaluru is a Korean special restaurant. Korea also came from overs and over in drink ways in Japan, just like ramen, noodle, and hamburger. It is common in Japan to have Korea with rice, and Korea and rice is a regular menu of school lunch in elementary and during high school, and many Japanese people love it since their childhood. Among many Korean special restaurants in Akihabara, going boasts the longest history. It opened in 1973. Since then, it has been loved by people in Akihabara for almost 50 years. The law said that some guests who used to come to Bengaluru when they were young often visit the restaurant again with their family. The restaurant has a comfortable upstairs that makes you feel at home, and young ladies often visit here to enjoy nice Korea in a relaxed space. All curry menus are cooked here with special curry powder made in Mexican special and herb. Restaurant menu is filling beef curry with chunk of beef meat. It is frozen and has pickles and bitters. Besides that, popular menu includes the beef curry topped with cheese and baked in an oven. Vegetable curry with blend of vegetable is seasoned with more than 50 kinds. After enjoying special curry and rice, sweet cool lace with cinnamon aroma will hit the spot. Please try those special curry and rice with long history that you can enjoy only in Akihabara. Let's move on to next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The sixth shop I introduced is a Mint Cafe named Honey, appeared in their video. Mint Cafe represents the country in Akihabara, a maker of otaku. It is one of so-called custom simplifications, where waitresses in mind customers welcome guests as their master or lady and give them hospitality. Honey is a very popular mind cafe with men and women. Even beginners who never been to any mind cafe would enter easy. Honey's good point though is its friendly minds who welcome guests with hospitable and delicious handmade food. You can enjoy omelette rice on which made some center-cut pictures using ketchup. A homemade cake baked at cafe every day for expensive price, almost the same with common cafes. The cafe offers such wide area of a group of people choose Honey just to enjoy drinking party, and a business person after work often stop by on. Let's move on to next shop, Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The seventh shop I introduced Little TGA located on the fourth floor of the building on the left hand side of you. The streaming also appears in VR video. Train system in Japan is very advanced and divided in unique ways, and the trains are always open to very picture. Testo Izakaya Little TGA is very unique interior with concept of Japanese railway. One step inside and you will see rail train sets are restored, and large railway diorama is displayed. It's just like a railway theme park. Menus are also unique. Everything has something to do with railway or train, such as drink of the colors of Shinkansen beauty train, or decide steak will remind you bursting red hot coat and entering your plate as well as ice. Clerks in ordinary customer discerned after train. Girls' uniform looks so cute. Once you visit Little TGV, you may totally be affected by the world of railway. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The eighth restaurant is Pizzeria and Bar Noga. With its being toured since this year, hotels aiming at tours have been built on one after another. Noga Hotel on the left-hand side is also new hotel built in 2020. A restaurant on the ground floor of the hotel is Pizzeria and Bar Noga. This special restaurant consists of calm restaurant area and pure bar area, and its high-class atmosphere makes this place to be a chic spot of sewer information. If you sat on the terrace on the upper floor, you would be able to enjoy a refreshing time, full of inclusive feeling always from the hustle and bustle of urban life. If you like, you can reserve the restaurant for big parties such as wedding after party as well as farewell or welcome party. The party guests should be so surprised by impressed by the restaurant, as they were expensive such a stage style in Akihabara. The back street is always busy with deep otaku and engineers coming and going, and lined with professional special shops which can meet their demands. On the weekends, books of bars and adverts are placed in front of each shop, and the streets are crowded by people finding blessing. The entire center of Akihabara is a town of hobby, interest, and technology. Next, I introduced in the nice shop of Akihabara food lovers recommendation. Kanda Tamagoken, a shop with yellow wine, located in the deep of a natural always on your right side. Representation menu is manufactured in Japan. It's omelette rice, Cajun flavored chicken fried rice, and is repeated with thin omelette, or topped with omelette. The unique one with half-cooked omelets is common in Japan, maybe because fresh eggs are always avoided. You can choose the sauce to pour on your omelette rice. Special popular sauce are light taste tomato sauce cooked with white wine and rich dimmed made from beef with red wine. If you choose half and half, you can enjoy two different sauces. Actual homemade vegetable baked salads with omelette rice are talked about a lot by guests. They are tasty and you can take them as much as you can eat. That makes your meal well blended and nutritious. There are tables on the second floor. I recommend you to come to Tamagoken with your friends or family. The taxi heads for the final shop with Chill Street. After coming back to Chill Street, the taxi passed by Donkey Hotel, a large discount chain store. On the 8th floor of this Donkey Hotel building is AKB48 cereal. AKB48, a female band and national idol, was born in Akihabara and owns the theater to perform. AKB stands for Akihabara. AKB48 changed the previous image of idol with IT slogan, "Idols whom you can try to meet." Why don't you visit the stage to enjoy the members' stage and try to meet idols? The Donkey Hotel is located up ahead on your left side. Have you ever visited Kandashir before? Kandashir is a Shinto shire with long history, as long as 1,300 years, and represents Shindo Shire in Tokyo. Located in just 10 minutes walking distance from JR Akihabara Station, the shire holds Kanda Field Station once every 2 years. Kanda Field is a very famous field that has been had since the 7th century. Early Edo period. It's one of the 3 mirror fields in Japan, along with Kion Festival in Kyoto and Denjin Festival in Osaka. Akihabara is such a globally unique and developed town with the latest technology, cuisine as well as a tradition event which lasts for 100 years. There is Gundam Cafe in the area called Crossfield, located in the traveling direction. The first series was aired in 1979, coinciding the same year when Sony Walkman was released. Right side is the Hitachi Tokyo Distillery, a whiskey distillery and dining bar. You can enjoy whiskey and electric craft beer made of their own wort. The second best camera shop sells many pro-owned cameras and interchangeable lenses. Final store decreased maker by final Japanese earphone and headphone company. Tokyo Video Games Cafe and Bar looks like a game arcade where you can enjoy playing games and election. Then please look at the right-hand side. There is Akihabara branch of Taiko Labo, a Taiko or Japanese German school of the largest school in the world. By the way, Akihabara also has an art center, 3331 Arts Chiyoda. From here, it is located in front right area. One Heart Chiyoda was opened in 2010, based in the rehabilitation received Junior High School, a former Chiyoda City Prep Junior High School. Since then, it has served as both an artistic hub for anyone want to create and express, as well as relaxing space for the country. Its programs were not only exhibition of competition art. Finally, I will introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation, the 10th shop, at Frufu di Saison. Do you remember that I told you at the beginning of the tour that there was the largest vegetable and fruit market, Countdown Vegetable and Fruit Market from 1928 to 1989 in Akihabara? At that time, fresh vegetables and fruits gathered to Akihabara from throughout Japan. The shop where the atmosphere of the Basel market with remains in full season. When the market was too small, a family ran the wholesale business opened the shop, wishing to keep the place where people can eat a lot of tasty fruits. Fruit the season's spirit is very lecture fruit parfait. Only fruits specialty would be able to make this parfait, with more than 10 different kinds of fresh fruits of the season, carefully selected orange decoration. Females and children, as well as males, above get excited in front of this artistic parfait. Another popular menu is sandwich with made a homemade cross bake in the shop every morning. Set menu consists of the cross sandwich, small piece of fruits cut up, drink, and a small side fruit in healthy and natural. Located a little bit side of the center of Akihabara, fruit the season is something like location of the town. Please come to the ocean in Akihabara to refresh your hobby and spirit tide in the hectic city. Now I've finished introducing 10 nice restaurants of Akihabara for good loves recommendation. Are there any shops you are interested in or you'd like to try? Then I will tell you the order of the name of Akihabara. Tokyo frequented and fair since Edo period. Nothing had changed even in Meiji period, and there were a travel fire in 1869. After the fire, the place around here was arranged to be a fire break in the space. A Shintoshi area was built and 3 deer who prevent wise were evicted from the imperial place and unshared. However, people misunderstood that Akihabara Daigogen, a famous detective who previous fires, was unshared, so people called the share Akiba-sama, and this area Akiba-goden no Harapa or Akibabara, means the field of Akihabara Daigogen share. Hara in Japanese means field or open space. This is the reason of the name Akihabara. The front left side of you is Yodobashi Camera, Multimedia Akiba. Yodobashi Camera is a major Japanese retail chain especially its PC cameras and photographed equipment. And this is the second largest store in Japan after Umeda store in Osaka. My tour guide friends often say this building has a black hole because some of their guests have disappeared in the building and never come back again. The guests who fortunately could come back alive would say they don't understand why they were late for the meeting time. There are so many good restaurants I'd like to introduce to you as good food in Akihabara are very rich. I shall be happy if I could have communicated the attraction of the town of Otaku that you didn't know. When you visit Akihabara for sightseeing, please enjoy its unique food and restaurants. After the tour, wait a period if you take a few minutes to fill out your questionnaire before leaving. Thank you very much for joining Akihabara Hybrid Experience Tour.